He takes the form of a huge black dog and prowls along dark lanes and lonesome field footpaths, where although his howling makes the hearer's blood run cold, his footfalls make no sound. You may know him at once should you see him. By his fiery eye he has but one, and that, like the Cyclops, is in the middle of his head. But such an encounter might bring you the worst luck. It is even said that to meet him is to be warned that your death will occur before the end of the year, so you will do well to shut your eyes if you hear him howling. Shut them, even if you are uncertain whether it is the dog fiend or the voice of the wind you hear. Should you never set eyes on the Norfolk snarly yowl, you may perhaps doubt his existence, and like other learned folks, tell us that his story is nothing but an old Scandinavian myth, the Black-hound of Odin, brought to us by the Vikings who long ago settled on the north coast. Hi guys, welcome to day 3 of Vlogoween. For those eagle-eyed amongst you, you may have noticed that we are actually a day behind, but yeah, we are, and I will fix that. There will be a double upload at some point in the future. Okay, let's get into today's vlog. What you just heard was an account by W.A. Dutt from his 1901 book Highways and Byways in East Anglia of the Black-shuck. Yes, that's right, we are continuing our tour of British mythological creatures today, and we are moving out of Scotland and down to England and East Anglia with the Black-shuck, old shuck or devil dog. The Black-shuck is a large dog, sometimes as big as a horse, with mangled fur and foaming mouth and piercing red eyes. Old Shuck, Black-shuck, Old Shock, or simply Shuck is said to have roamed the coastlines and countryside of East Anglia for hundreds of years, and is known to have a particular liking for churchyards at midnight. Yep, that's when he likes to chill out. The Shuck is a terrifying devil fiend. That is the literal etymology of the word, and his first recording sighting was in 1127 in Peterborough, shortly after the arrival of the Abbot Henry of Poitou. The account that was recorded in the Peterborough Chronicle at the time goes like so. Let no one be surprised at the truth of what we are about to relate, for it was common knowledge throughout the whole country that immediately after Abbot Henry of Poitou's arrival, it was a Sunday, when they sung Exsurge Choir. Many men both saw and heard a great number of huntsmen. The huntsmen were black and huge and hideous, and rode on black horses and black he-goats, and the hounds were jet black, with eyes, saucers, and horrible. This was seen in the very deer park of the town of Peterborough, and in all the woods that stretched from that same town to Stamford, and in the night the monks heard them sounding and winding their horns. Reliable witnesses who kept watch in the night declared that there might well have been as many as 20 or 30 of them winding their horns near they could tell. This was seen and heard from the time of his arrival all through Lent and right up to Easter. The most famous account of the Black-shuck is from 1577 from the villages of Bungay and Blithburg. On the 4th of August 1577, the Black-shuck burst through the doors of the Holy Trinity Church to a clap of thunder. He ran up the nave past a large congregation, killing a man and a boy, and causing the church steeple to collapse through the roof. As the dog left, he left a scorch mark on the door of the north, which can be seen at the church to this day. I will picture. The encounter the same day at St Mary's Church, Bungay, was described as a strange and terrible wonder by Adrian Fleming in 1577. He said, "This black dog or devil in such a linness, running all along down the body of the church with great swiftness, in incredible haste, among the people, in a visible form and shape, passed between two persons as they were kneeling upon their knees and occupied in prayer, as it seemed, wrung their necks of them both at one instant, clean backwards, insomuch that even at a moment they were kneeled, they strangely died." Fleming was quite a wordsmith, wasn't he? He was actually a translator and an editor for several printing houses, and it is said that this account may be slightly exaggerated and based on some rather terrified people of the local village. So the truth of it, don't know. The scorch marks on the door are referred to the locals as the devil's fingerprint, and the event is remembered in this verse. All down the church in midst of fire the hellish monster flew, and passing onward to the choir he many people slew. quite like it. It sounds terrifying. Like, I have a dog here and it's literally just chilling on the sofa, right? And this dog's like killing people in prayer. These aren't the only 2 sightings of the Black-shuck. Actually, there have been a few more. I'm going to run through a couple. This is by no means all of them. This list isn't exhaustive, but you know, for the interest of time, I'm just giving you the highlights of this creepy creature. Littleport in Cambridgeshire is hometown to 2 different legends of this black dog. Local folklorist W.H. Barrett relates a story of a huge black dog haunting the area after being killed, rescuing a local girl from a lustful friar in pre-Reformation times, while fellow folklorist Enid Porter relates stories of black dog haunting the A10 road after its owner drowned in a nearby river in the Great Ouse in the 1800s. So, yeah. That's 2 other versions of the black dog. In 2014, a large dog was excavated at Leeton Abbey by Dig Ventures, which was noted in the parish newsletter, and then the local newspaper, the East Anglian Daily Times, which ran a tongue-in-cheek article asking if it was the Black-shuck. It then got picked up by the Daily Mail, and apparently it was 7 feet tall. The International Business Times and Yahoo News both reported the skeleton to be the Black-shuck. So does it really exist? Well, we've got a skeleton of a dog that was big, so it could. Dig Ventures, however, has unequivocally denied the claims that the dog was a Black-shuck, stating that it was 72 centimetres tall and around the size of a mastiff. Carbon dating the bones, it indicated that they were either 1650 to 1690 or 1730 to 1810 or post 1920, and the animal was likely to have been interred when there was no surface trace of the original building remaining. So cute. It was only a big dog. Well, it was a big dog, but not that big. That's quite funny, that, isn't it? Like, Daily Mail, it's gone from 2 feet to 7 feet. Genius Daily Mail, excellent reporting skills. Even today, there are still local sightings of the Black-shuck in East Anglia. One woman said that she'd seen the Black-shuck early one summer morning in the 1950s near Cormer when returning from a dance. A Suffolk man has said he'd seen the dog one evening on the marshes near Felixstowe. There was an encounter in Essex in the 1930s by a midwife. One winter's night, she claimed that she was followed by a creature through the lanes near Tolls Hunt, Darcy, and she added that the dog was huge and no matter how fast she pedalled, it seemed to keep up with her effortlessly. The apparition remained silent throughout and then suddenly vanished. Creepy. In reality, the sightings of hellhounds or other demonic figures and acts are often inspired by fearsome weather phenomenons. For example, the sightings in Bungay are often attributed to a massive thunderstorm that caused buildings to collapse. Now, it's a church, so you think, oh, it's God's house, he won't let anything bad happen to it. So if anything bad is going to happen to a church, especially in the Middle Ages, it's going to immediately be attributed to the devil. So it could just have been thunder. The lightning strikes could have burned the wood, you know, thunder and lightning could have hit the building, causing it to collapse. Lots of things, but it's a church, it's the house of God, so it would have automatically been attributed to the devil seeking to destroy God's house. So that's basically it for today and the Black-shuck. That's pretty much everything that I found out about him. Some people say he's really, really bad. Others again say that he's not that bad. Nobody really knows. Most people link him to the devil as an apparition of death. Obviously we've seen the black dog in Harry Potter and the tea leaves. So yeah, it's sort of all derived from around there and it's pretty cool. But is it real? I don't know. But like I've hinted in some of the previous videos, is that I'm more leaning towards the scientific side of things. Like, I would like to find out a reason why something happened rather than just automatically assume it's a monster or a ghost. But I also am not one to mess with such things. So is it real? I don't know. Probably not, but I don't want to find out. Yeah, so let me know what you think in the comments. Do you think the Black-shuck is real? Do you have any more interesting stories on him and his sort of life and things he gets up to, or not? And yeah, I will see you all tomorrow. Bye.